Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the aluminum screen. I am Emmett, as always, joined by my lovely co-host Brandon, who was holding down the fort the last couple weeks. So thank you to Brandon. He had some great solo episodes go up. I really enjoyed them. I really liked you acting like you cared even a little bit about the Pikmin being in the Mario movie. That might have been my favorite part.
Well, I
Like,
knew
damn, I'm missing this.
I knew if you were there, then it would be in the docket for sure. So I had to make sure it was on there.
It was the morning the Dune 3 trailer came out, so it's just Dune everywhere. And then I was watching that video and I saw the Pikmin pop up. I'm like the one guy just yelling about Pikmin in a sea of Dune trailers. That was fun. A lot
That's
of
what it
fun.
was. Like Twitter that day, it was just a bunch of pictures of Timothy Chalamet with his shaved head, and everyone changing their profile picture to that, and then you being like, "Oh my God, Pikmin confirmed. We're getting it."
Uh Loved it. Love it. It's awesome. But yeah, we'll do a little bit of catch up because there was a lot of stuff the last couple weeks. Just talk about briefly, and then we have, of course, the news for this week. Some fun stuff here, some really bad stuff here that I'm excited to talk about, and then the movie of the year so far, at least, Project Hail Mary, finally out. So excited to dive into that a little bit. I've seen it twice now. I mean, I think everyone knows my thoughts just generally, but
Yeah,
yeah, very excited to talk about that. And what'd you say?
I said you hated it. Clearly,
Hated it. So true. Yeah. Oh man, I'm excited to talk about that. Before we get into that, Brandon, how was your last couple weeks? Any specific shout outs of stuff you watched? Anything fun?
um, it was a good couple weeks. I was able to finish the Oscar watches. That was big. It was a real grind. Finished it the day before the Oscars started. So then was
Damn.
able to rewatch Sinners in one battle before the Oscars.
I enjoyed your
Um,
watching the solo episodes. The first one, you're like, I gotta call it, I'm not gonna make it. And then the next one you're like, I'm doing it. I did it.
yeah. Well, I really had no hope, and then I went on the Oscars death race subreddit, and people there are very helpful. So they were
Oh,
like,
that's
"Hey,
nice.
this is on Mubi in Europe." So I was like, "Okay, well now I've got to figure out how to get the Europe version of Mubi." But we got there.
Hell yeah.
Um, yeah, rewatched The Martian. I did recently watch Dune, the 1984 Dune for the first time.
Ooh. How'd you like that?
It's not very good at all, but it's very weird, and I kinda liked it. I did, buy the VHS of it off eBay,
Cool.
so that should be coming in next week.
That's awesome.
Interesting. And then big, shock, I went and saw Undertone the other day, the new,
Yeah.
A24 horror movie, and the trailer always kind of freaked me out a bit, and when I watch horror movies, I don't really get, like, scared per
Same.
se, but I'm like, "Oh, I understand, like, this is kinda spooky." But I'm not like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be able to sleep from this." And
That's
watching
I
this
am. I was being sarcastic before. Sorry.
well, it might be rough then if you watch this one, because this one, the first hour of it, I'm like, "This is maybe one of the worst movies I've ever seen." Like, it's kinda, like, cringy, and I'm like, "It's not really that scary, it's just, like, an old lady sitting in a bed somewhere." And then the last, like, 20, 30 minutes of this movie were, like it was like a nightmare. I was
Oh
like, "Alright,
wow.
let's wrap this up. I need to leave right now."
Damn.
So,
Oh, I
it
got to
was
see
good.
that. I love
Yeah.
the story behind it. I mean, made for like a $500,000 budget, I think, acquired by A24 for millions of dollars. Sick.
Yeah. It was I mean, the sound the sound design in it is so good. It's great,
And maybe
obviously,
you
but
were affected by it because as a podcaster, it's something that could happen to you. Maybe that
I
has
know,
something to do with it.
well, it's like, "Oh, I've been recording 2 solo episodes, I'm scared that this could happen." And they record their podcast, online. They're not in person either, so I'm like, "Uh-oh, this is scary." But I will say the key difference that makes me unafraid to do this week's episode is, we don't record between the hours of 2:30 and 3:30 AM, which
That's
is
an
the common
insane.
time they record their real crime supernatural podcast.
That's unhinged.
Yeah, I had some questions about the logistics of the podcast in the middle, but other than that, it's pretty good. Like, they would record for 10 minutes, and she's like, "I need to stop here, this is too scary. Like, we'll go again another day." And they still somehow got it out, and she did it, like, 3 or 4 times. Yeah, we'll see. Undertone, good. So hopefully we don't get any call-ins this week because that's when stuff got real spooky when they took call-ins on their podcast. So now for the more exciting couple week recap, you were obviously away in Austin, Texas, where it was much warmer, much sunnier.
Yeah.
How was
Yeah,
that?
it really was. I liked in the solo episode, you'd be like, Emmett's stuck in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, he's trying to leave, but he just can't.
They won't let me. Yeah, it was first time in Austin, first time in Texas, obviously. I guess that's not obvious, but yeah, I loved it down there. It's awesome. It was nice and warm, except for one day when it was like 35. One day it was 97, and then the next day it was like 35 back to back. That's awesome. I
Whoa.
was I was kind of happy, but my bald head got super burnt, and then the next day was super cold because I didn't pack a beanie. So it was a brutal back to back combo. But yeah, yeah, it was a good it was a good couple weeks. It was my first ever film festival, first kind of thing like this. South by is like this huge thing, takes over the whole city. There's, movies, TV, games, a lot of AI stuff, which is always fun. It's really funny when the AI and the film stuff kind of crosses over because Steven Spielberg he was, I guess it's just an episode of The Big Picture with Sean Fennessy. And I have a whole story about that, but it'll take too long. And Steven Spielberg's up there, and AI comes up, and Sean Fantasy's like, "Yeah, how do you feel about AI or whatever?" And Spielberg's like, "Yeah, I think it's got its uses, but I think it should be out of like creative fields." The most basic AI take ever. Guy next to me, wearing like a different color. Like
Lanyard?
badge, which means innovation, I think, which is pretty much the AI one. He goes, "Well, I don't want to hear from this guy anymore," and just leaves. It was like right at the end too. I was like,
What?
"Yeah, man, for sure." That's like
From
that's
this
such
guy.
from this fucking this guy, this rando up there. So that was great, but
Oh my god.
that's so off topic. But yeah, really, really good time. Saw a lot of movies, not as many as I thought I was going to, but I got tired, man. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. There's other like stuff happening around the city that I wanted to go to too, and uh, yeah, it's a lot. But it was really cool, really fun. I'm looking forward to the next one, and then I'm a little more experienced. I know how to schedule movies because they're not all at one theater, so it's a lot of like trying to get from one side of Austin to the other on these Lime scooters. And sometimes you only have a little bit of time because you got to line up like, an hour before the movie starts if you want a solid seat. If you don't have a reservation, you got to line up like 3 hours before the movie starts. So it's like the logistics don't always work out on my reservations.
Yeah.
I got to see pretty much everything I wanted to. I'll just do a quick readout of some of the I Love Boosters. Saw opening night. I got to see this again because I was drifting in and out of sleep, and it's not the movie's fault at all. And I really enjoyed it. I had such a late flight the night before, and it kept getting delayed. And then I made it in, and then I got up at like 6 for South by. It was just a lot. And then I finally sat down for this, and I was immediately like doing that thing where you like, and the seats aren't very comfortable in the Paramount Theater. Beautiful theater, by the way. Maybe my favorite theater I've ever been in. It is gorgeous.
Wow.
Not the point. But yeah, I really liked what I did see of it. It's really fun. If you like Sorry to Bother You, you're gonna like it. I think the cast was there, which was pretty cool too. Um, I'm excited to hear your thoughts on it for sure. I
I
think that'll
can't
be a
wait to
fun one
see
to
it.
talk about. It's beautiful. Like visually, the colors, awesome. I'll just speed through a couple. Ready or Not 2, enjoyed it quite a bit. It was pretty fun because if I saw this in like a normal theater, I don't know if I'd like it as much. But when everyone's in on it, cheering, the cast is there. Catherine Newton was like, I'm at the end of the right row, and she's like right across in the middle. So then the whole time she's like laughing and cheering. So that's pretty fun. That helps. I feel like. And Dr. Abbott from The Pit was there, so that's always cool. Sean Hattasey. And then I saw
Shout
him
out.
later that night on the streets, but he made me. He knew I recognized him, so he turned. And then maybe my favorite movie of the festival, which real shock, Over Your Dead Body. This is a Jason Segel, Samara Weaving movie. Basic synopsis: they're trying to kill each other, husband wife trying to kill each other. Being called game night for like horror fans is what I'm hearing. That's what I keep hearing.
I know you texted me that, and I like perked up. My eyes opened wide. It was hang on now.
There was like two people I heard say that night, and then on Letterboxd I saw another one. So I was like, "Damn, maybe this is happening." But this one rocks. It is so much fun. It has so much heart. It's shot really well. It's so goddamn funny. Samara Weaving gets to be Australian, which I feel like I've never seen. So that's
Thank
pretty
God.
fun.
Yeah.
And she's so funny. Uh, Mike and Nick and Alice, fun. Not very good, but fun. Pizza movie. This is the Gaten Matarazzo comedy that's on Hulu, I think, next week. Really enjoyed this silly stoner comedy. A lot of fun. Brian. This is Ben Wong. So fun, really good, really beautiful. Randall Park plays his dad. He's really great in it too. The director for this was on my flight home, so that was pretty cool. His first feature too. Really great movie. I
Wow.
think that's going to be a big one. Forbidden Fruits I saw twice. This is the Victoria Pedretti, Lily Reinhart, Summer I Turned Pretty,
Lola Tongue.
Lola Tongue, and Alexandra Shipp. It's essentially Mean Girls, but like more horror and all in a mall. It's so goddamn fun. It's really stupid, but really fun, like in a really good way. I
I
gave it
will be
four
seeing
stars.
this weekend.
Oh, it's this weekend?
It
Oh,
comes
I might
out
have to
this
see it again
weekend.
this
Yeah.
weekend.
So
That
I'm gonna be doing a double feature of Ready or Not 2 and Forbidden Fruits.
hell yeah. Similar vibes, kind of. Not really.
Yeah.
I guess yeah, no, there's through lines there.
Horror-y.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I'm excited to hear your thoughts because this is one where I feel like outside of the very specific like festival vibe, I could see myself hating it. Like it's people
Yeah.
are either gonna give it 5 stars or like 1 star. Like I think it's gonna be a cult classic thing where the people who get it, they get it. People who don't, they don't. And I'm curious to see. Uh
Oh, I'm excited to see if I get it or
okay.
not.
I'm just speeding through these. Sorry to ramble.
Yeah, no.
Um Feel free to interrupt at any point too. I don't mean to take over for a couple minutes here. This is damn. I don't know who the director of this is. Let me pull that up really quick. A real surprise for me here as well. The movie Buddy. Casper Kelly directed. I think it's one of his first features, if not his first. This had no trailer. This still doesn't have a trailer out. I was trying to make a video on it, but there's nothing except for one image. It's essentially Barney if he was a slasher villain, and it's a horror movie, and these kids are like in the TV show, and like, what does that mean, and how does it affect the people in the real world, and like, can they escape? That's a very general vibe. But Kristen Milioti's in it, Topher Grace is in it. They're really fun in it. I loved this. The first 30 minutes of this movie is like perfect. I think it goes in a different direction later on, but it comes back to what made it so great at the start. So goddamn fun. This is one of those movies that I think is really, really just for me personally. Like I think it's such a fun idea. The craftsmanship that goes on here to make the TV show look like a Barney, a Blue's Clues, like all the props in the background, the colors. They had like real puppets and real like a really great props team, like design all this stuff. Everything has eyes on it in the background. It is like a little alive. Like it's really fun. I really enjoyed this. I don't know if it has a release date yet, but
See, it just says it's slated for 2026. I don't think it
I
has a
hope it comes
specific
out
release date
soon.
yet. The
Okay, I
cast
don't know
looks
if it's been.
nuts. And also,
Yeah.
I just looked it up. It's got Keegan-Michael Key as
Oh,
Buddy. It's got
yes.
Michael Shannon in it.
Who the hell is
Patton
Michael
Oswalt.
Shannon in it? Oh, yes. Oh my God, that is Mike. Okay, yeah, yeah. Keegan Michael Key is Buddy. I forgot about that. Oh, it's really fun. I'm excited to see it again. And then I saw Obsession. This is the big one from the festival. I think this is the one more than anything people were really talking about, really hyped up the whole week. I saw this on one of the last days, so it was like really, building up. And it rules. It absolutely rules. This is Curry Barker. I watched his other movie, his I guess his first feature on YouTube, Milk and Cereal, before seeing this. Big fan of the guy now. I think he's really great. I think he's a really unique voice here. Obsession. Basically, guy makes a wish that his crush falls in love with him, goes wrong. This is the most simple plot. I think this comes out in May. It rules. It's so good. It's so scary. This is gonna be a hit. This is gonna be like I know this is gonna be one of the big ones of the year, and I can't wait.
Is it going to get a neon trailer that says this is the scariest movie ever?
Honestly, probably it probably will. They did that to presidents. They're definitely gonna.
That's true.
And then one of the last ones I'll go through here. This actually ended up winning the like audience feature narrative award. This is Wishful Thinking, the Lewis Pullman Maya Hawke movie. I don't think it's been picked up yet. I could be wrong. It's really, really great. Another one that's a first time feature film from Graham Parks. It's his first feature. Lewis Pullman and Maya Hawke play a couple, and they kind of slowly realize that like as their relationship is going really well, the world around them is going really well. Like the people they love are doing well, the world's doing well. But when they're fighting, it's the opposite, and like shit starts going, and like how that manifests. Really, really, really cool idea. Really fun movie. They're both fantastic in it. I think it's really, really special. Jake Shane's in it, which was pretty funny because I saw this the day that all happened. So that was pretty funny.
Is that the day where he called the kid from If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You annoying?
Yeah, it was like the next day. He's pretty funny in it. I mean, he doesn't have a big role, but it's yeah, it's really fun. I don't even want to say too much, but it's one of those that's like, no, I don't even want to say that actually. That seems to be pushing it. Yeah, I'll in there. There's a couple little ones, but we'll just stop there before I go on for the whole episode.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, really, really fun time. Really great movies. Really great people. Yeah, the end. I'll finally stop.
Big Samara Weaving Festival, it sounds like.
Big Samara. Yeah, it really was. And she wasn't there.
Really? That's unfortunate.
She was super pregnant. She
That's
sent a video in, and she was like, "I'd love to be there, but I'm so pregnant."
That's a pretty good excuse. I got to start using that more.
It is. It is.
Just send videos in to like my job. I'd love to go in, but unfortunately, I'm super pregnant today. I will not be making it in. I'll be in tomorrow though. Don't worry. But she also had the first teaser for her new movie with Kyle Gallner, Carolina Caroline.
What a cast.
Yeah, and it's by the director who did Dinner in America and Snack Shack. So this is like immediately my most anticipated. I think it's Adam Raymer. Hang on, I've got to look this up.
Yeah, Adam Carter Raymer.
Yeah,
that's huge. That comes out this year.
Snack Shack.
Excuse me.
Yeah, June 5th got its release date. I'm sure it'll be in like 5 theaters though, so I might have to make a trip to New York to see it because I can't miss it. This is at TIFF last year. Carolina.
Oh wow!
But it looks like a lot of fun. It's like a Bonnie and Clyde kind of vibe,
like a Joker 2 kind of.
Yeah, like a The Bride kind of vibe. Oh, you haven't seen The Bride yet, right?
I don't know if I'll ever see The Bride.
I know. I said yeah, and I was like, that was a pretty hopeful yet.
I think I missed the Bride wave. Not a fan.
Everyone else. No. I mean, I didn't like hate it, but it definitely takes some interesting swings.
That's what I've heard. I am interested in it.
Yeah, it just is funny going from Hamnet to The Bride. It's like, huh?
Yeah,
Jessie Buckley, she contains multitudes. But Jessie Buckley, this has been known that she's able to be in bad movies because she's in Men. So,
oh my god, that is her in Men. Honestly, I think I've trauma blocked Men completely out of my memory. Like that's not even a movie that ever crosses my consciousness. Damn, that is her. That's brutal.
Yeah,
what a film.
Unfortunate.
Least favorite movie ever, maybe? No. Hurry Up Tomorrow.
The Weeknd,
but
movie,
it's it's around there. it's nothing.
We should do a worst movies ever bracket one day.
Oh, we
with
should.
The Weeknd's movie and Men and all the other stuff on.
God, it's hard to put anything else that low.
Yeah. That would be fun though to think of the worst movie. Oh, War of the Worlds from last year would have to be on there.
Yes. Yeah, but like I can't even put that in your Hurry Up Tomorrow because I had a fun time watching that at some points.
I get to see
Rip the motor
Roderick
off.
save the world as an Amazon agent.
Yes. What more could you want? It's so good. Oh,
Oh,
I do
it is
want to
great.
watch that again. No, I don't, but I kind of do. Uh, anyway, should we head into the news here?
Yes, let's do it. Let's news
Where
it
do we
up.
begin? Should we do a little catch up? Should we start with like Spider-Man and Dune?
Yeah, let's catch up and then we'll get to this week's big news.
Sounds good. We won't spend too much time on this since it was covered in the last couple weeks by the one and only. But yeah, I guess generally your thoughts on the Spider-Man trailer, real quick. Repeat.
Yeah, I like the Spider-Man trailer. I wasn't like blown away by it, but also I think part of that is it came out a day after the Dune 3 trailer, which
Mm,
like I think is one
and
of the best trailers ever. So it's like tough. Like I've watched that Dune trailer probably like 100 times already.
it's
It is
so
so
good.
good.
It's
Like the
so
other day I
good.
was at work and I just put the trailer on loop, like, and I just had a AirPod in listening to the trailer just on repeat. Just because it goosebumps still on the 100th listen through.
Quite possibly the
Like,
best trailer ever.
yeah. Like it's up there with the Batman's first trailer of like we're so back levels being
Yeah.
at its peak.
Maybe
But
Robert
so
Pattinson's the key.
I think so. um, but yeah, I mean, and seeing both of them on the IMAX screen before Project Hail Mary was a big plus. That was like one of the big reasons why I went to see Project Hail Mary in IMAX because I would have been fine seeing it in Dolby, but I was like, no.
Our IMAX theater sucks. It's really bad. It's
Yeah, I
really
will
starting
say
to
I
affect
think they
me.
just fixed the screen a bit because it had a bunch of
Oh,
dead spots on it, like in the corners and in the middle a little bit that I noticed. And now the past 2 times I've seen stuff in IMAX, like when I saw The Bride, Dead Zone City, and
damn.
now for Project Hail Mary, and I think I saw something else there. It seemed to be fine. There's
Oh,
no dead zone.
I find
So
it's so blurry.
yeah, it's not the best IMAX screen ever, but it's
It gets the
it's
job done.
mine, so I
Yeah,
love it.
fair enough.
I'll take
Respect.
having that like kind of bad version of IMAX compared to having no IMAX at all. Because
Yeah.
at least it's like we have an IMAX screen close by. We're
Yeah,
one of
that's
the
true. A
lucky
lot of people
few.
don't even have that.
Well,
I may
IMAX.
yeah. I think not to sound too flexy here. I think it's
Mm.
I saw Project Hail Mary for the first time on 70 millimeter and then seeing it at our IMAX, I think made me really look at the problems with our IMAX theater.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I haven't been exposed to like the actual good IMAX theaters, I think.
Let's go to the
Because
city. Let's go see Hail Mary. I might
or Dune 3.
well, yeah, obviously, but that's so far.
It is so far. No. I might have to make the trip up for the Odyssey maybe, depending on how I feel for that.
Already sold out.
I know, but I mean, it'll be like in the weeks after.
Yeah, yeah.
It won't be my first time seeing the Odyssey at that point, but I don't know. Because I'm just like, oh, I do want to go there, but I feel like it has to be a movie that I know I'll like or like a movie I'm like excited for
Yeah,
already. So
definitely.
it's tough, but I don't know. Because yeah, then once I see something in the 70 millimeter, then it's gonna be ruined forever. And
Yeah,
every
it
time I
kinda
go
is.
to our IMAX theater, I'm gonna be like, it's like the Hobbits at the end of the Lord of the Rings when they go back to Hobbiton and they're like, "Oh, this actually kind of sucks." They're like, "I can't enjoy this anymore." It's gonna be like that. I'm gonna walk in there and be like, "Oh, this sucks. It's blurry.
It
It's not
that
even on film."
our Dolby theater's great. Our Dolby theater
Yeah,
rocks. It's much
it's
newer.
very
It's
good.
very nice. I like our Dolby theater.
Hmm.
The seats are falling apart in the IMAX. Okay, whatever. Not the point. Spider-Man trailer.
We were like, let's try and keep this one to like kind of quicker. And we just did a 15-minute rant about the quality of our local
A
theater.
local.
Welcome to the locals only section of the pod.
Spider-Man trailer. Quick thoughts. I'm really liking almost everything we see here. A couple shots that are like, yeah, they got to clean that up a bit, hopefully. Um,
Mhm.
that one shot really does look like AI, and it's not even the movie's fault. It's just that's what all the AI prompts look like online, where it's like the zoom in. I get what they're going
Yeah,
for. I like how they're like recreating the comic covers, and seeing it on the IMAX screen. I thought it looked a lot better. Those moments, because on my phone I was like, damn, that
definitely.
does not work. But it's fine. It's whatever. I
Yeah.
really like everything we've got going on here story wise. I'm shocked at how much they showed. I wasn't expecting to see all the characters. Ned, MJ, Punisher, Hulk. We get Boomerang. We get Tarantula. No Tombstone. No Hulk. We see
I was gonna
Bruce.
say we also didn't get Liza Cologne Zayas's character.
True. That is true.
So
Potentially a police officer, I think. Is that what the rumor was? I forget where that
I don't know.
left
Well, I know
off.
as soon as she was cast, everyone's like, "Oh my God, Miles Morales!"
Yeah. Yeah.
Not her
Of
as Miles
course.
Morales, but as Miles' mom.
That would be a bold
Just gotta
choice.
specify.
They're really yeah, we get glimpses of who I think it's pretty safe to say is Sadie Sink. We don't actually see her face. She's Jean Grey. I think it's silly to pretend she's anyone else at this point. I think it's been silly
Well,
to pretend for like a year now, but now it's really she's wearing a green coat and a yellow hood. That's how they do these things. That's come
yeah.
on.
What's the one that everyone's like trying to say that she is instead of Jean Grey?
Oh, Rachel Cole, Punisher's random sidekick that's been in like three
Yeah, but
things.
there's like someone else, like Screwball or
Firestar.
something.
Oh, Screwball.
They're like, "Oh no, she's
Well,
actually
yeah.
Screwball," and it's like, "Well, why the hell is Screwball in Avengers Doomsday?"
Yeah, yeah. It would be very funny if they threw Screwball in here because she's very annoying in the PS4 game and everyone hates her. So I think that would be fun. But I think a lot of the Screwball stuff came from, and correct me if I'm wrong here, people in the world. The 2 second clips they did the day before where they were like dropping bits of the trailer. One of them showed
Mm,
the Sadie Sink character and then a building exploding, making it look like they were synced. But the actual trailer, those scenes aren't back to back. So
interesting.
it could I don't think it's directly related, but the trailer made it seem like Sadie Sink was blowing up a building, which is kind of a screwball move, I guess. If she's like Twitch streaming and doesn't get enough subs or whatever, she blows stuff up. Would be interesting, I guess. I don't really need to see it, but she's Jean Grey. She's so Jean
I
Grey,
just
and
love
we
the sentence of "That's a Screwball thing to do."
have so normal. We get Tremel Tillman's character. He in the captions of the YouTube video. He even says Bill. Seems very safe to say he's playing William Metzger, who is like the anti-mutant activist. Is it activism if they're anti-mutant? Anti-mutant like
Mm,
guy. I don't know.
anti-activist.
Anti-activist. Yeah, he's against activists for mutants, and he's even saying like there's an unseen danger out there, and like we're clearly doing mutation. We're clearly doing mutants, and I think that goes in. I think we're also very much doing Man Spider. I think this whole movie is really man versus self. I think a lot of these villains are kind of just there while this is happening, and maybe we see Peter like, start snapping more and more. I think doing Man Spider is a really good way to literally make it so like he's given up being Peter Parker post No Way Home. I think this is just a very literal physical manifestation of the fact that he's neglected the Peter Parker side of him for so long, and now he's gonna kind of have to try and like do that. I wonder if that's even why Ned and MJ like are here in the first place. If he's that's like his Hail Mary is like desperately trying to get some semblance of his life back so he doesn't literally turn into a monster. And that's where the Hulk fits in perfectly. I think Punisher fits in really well there as someone who's like lost his humanity in a lot of ways and could even be like hunting down Man Spider if he doesn't know the like whatever goes on there. And I think that's where Jean Grey fits in perfectly too. I think she's gonna, be able to get into his head and like undo it at the end. And what I hope doesn't happen, but what I think is definitely gonna happen is she's even able to like get Ned and MJ to remember him at the end. Like I think it's
Mm,
at the end he's going to be full on Man Spider. She's going to be like she's going to be kind of antagonistic for some of the movie, but I don't think it's because she's a villain. I think it's just because she has to do something or else she's in danger. And I think that that's where it's going to be like, oh no, he's Man Spider, but Jean Grey's going to like go into their heads and like undo it, and then they're going to be like Peter, and then he's going to like come back. I
mm.
don't know if that's really what's going to happen, but
I just had
I
a vision of how this movie's gonna end, and you can put money on this. It's gonna end. The last thing is he's like, I've gotta be Peter Parker. I can't just be Spider-Man. And then he goes to, Zendaya's apartment or whatever, and he knocks on the door and he like says everything. And he's like, "Yeah, actually, you actually love me, actually, by the way." And then she's like, "What?" And then her boyfriend either whatever Paul or if Harry Osborn to be like, "Oh, babe, who's at the door?" And then he's like, "Oh, fuck," because like the last trilogy, they always cut off someone saying
Mm,
the F word,
that's
and now to show it's more
true.
adult, they're gonna use their one PG-13 F bomb on the
That's
last
true.
line.
That would be fun. That I could see that actually.
So it's happening. I just got a future vision.
I would like that because I don't want to undo the spell yet. I don't want to undo it for the
Yeah.
world ever. But I think if Ned and MJ remember him now, we're never doing Black Cat. We're never doing Gwen Stacy. We're never doing like any other love interest. Maybe him and Jean Grey are like a thing in this movie. I don't see that happening, but I guess there's a chance. I think they've dated. I mean, everyone's dated
Spider-Man
everyone in the
versus
comics, but
Cyclops.
yeah, literally. Yeah, and apparently this trailer is the most watched trailer of all time, doubling Deadpool and Wolverine's previous record, going way over the GTA 6 record with 718 million views. I don't know how they're counting this. I don't know where this comes
Are
from.
they
I don't
counting the
know.
2-second clips?
That's what I thought, but apparently not. Apparently this is
Huh.
just total across the internet. I don't know where they get this. I don't know how they do
That's
this.
the thing. The internet is too spread out now, so they can just say any number, and I'm like, I guess that's true.
Yeah,
Because
like
it could.
how am I going to prove you wrong? Like, sure, I
I'm not
guess.
going to check every website.
I'm gonna add it up myself. Uh, yeah, and then we also we got the Dune trailer. We'll just touch on that
Dune
super
trailer.
briefly. I say super briefly. It's never
Yeah.
super briefly.
Dune 3 trailer rocks.
It's so good, man. It looks the fact it looks this good and we're what like 9 months out.
Yeah.
Like I can't believe this movie's so soon. Post Dune Part 2, it was like hopefully we get Dune 3 one day, you know? And then
Yeah.
what is it? 3-4 years later?
Yeah. Well, because
2 years later?
originally Villeneuve was gonna 2 years, I think. But
God,
originally he
was
was
it
gonna take a
2024?
break. He was gonna take a break, like a long gap between 2 and 3, because there is like a time jump. Like Dune
Hmm.
3 is set 17 years, he said, after part 2. So he was gonna take a gap, but he's like, I just couldn't stop thinking about Dune, which like, hey man, we've all been there.
It's true.
So
And
yeah, so now we're
I'm
getting it.
hell yeah. I'm sure Warner Brothers, after how much money Dune 2 made, I'm sure they threw an ungodly amount of money at him to get
Yeah.
this going. Like
Well, that's another thing I was thinking about too, is like Warner Brothers. Another thing of why it's so devastating that they're being sold off to like Nazi Paramount or whatever is because they're actually making big movies and like taking these risks behind like artists like Ryan Coogler and Paul Thomas Anderson, and they both were like financially and critically successful last year with that. And now this year they're sending Dune Part 3 up against an Avengers movie.
Yeah.
And like they took the IMAX screens away from an Avengers movie. And they're like, yeah, we're still confident that this movie is gonna make like more money than part 1 and 2, maybe combined, even though it's up against an Avengers movie. That's apparently what they're saying, according to Deadline.
Really? Damn.
They're confident that it can make more than 1 and 2 did combined.
Well, I guess one didn't make much money
Yeah,
because it was
but
COVID,
2
right?
made
Two made a
a lot.
very good amount. I'd love to see it cross 1 billion. I don't know if it will. I
I'm
doubt
thinking
it
it
gets
will. I
there.
don't know.
Yeah. I'd love to see it. I just know the story is it's a lot. It's hard sci-fi. It's got a lot going on it. But it'd be awesome if it did. Because part 2, I mean,
I know I've been thinking that though. I'm like, I know that the story is very weird, so I don't know if it'll do it. But I think that I don't know. After seeing the trailer, I'm like fully convinced. I'm like, I was a fool for ever even half doubting Denis.
yeah.
Like,
It'd be sick.
and this one, it seems
I
like it's just gonna be like a pure political thriller. Like, it's not
mm,
gonna dive. I mean, it's gonna have some of the weird elements, but it might not go full weird. But
yeah, I'm going on record. I hope I'm wrong. I don't see it getting past 1 billion. But please prove me wrong, especially with the Doomsday opening on the same day.
yeah.
That's
Well, so
like
the first Dune made $410.6
oh wow.
million worldwide, and
Second
like
was like
only a quarter of
700.
that was domestic.
That is pretty wild. Second one was like
Um,
700 something?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah,
714.
714. So
So if they
it,
are
it would.
wow.
They're hoping for 1 billion, I think.
That would be something, man.
I think it could happen, though. I think that the Dune movies, as they've gone on, have gotten bigger and bigger, and I think more people now more people are aware of Dune now than when Part 2 came out. And more
Yeah,
people liked Part 2 than they liked Part 1.
yeah. Also,
So
all true. I hope you're right. I do.
and
It would be
also,
cool.
everyone in the cast just got more and more famous. Like, Timothy Chalamet in Part 1
Yeah,
was like he was famous, but now he's like one of the most
he's a
famous
guy.
actors on the planet.
Yeah,
Zendaya
Robert
was
Pattinson.
famous, and she's only gotten more famous since
She
then.
has the craziest year ever this year. Florence,
Yeah,
I think it's. I like how Florence Pugh is in both Doomsday movies. If it
yeah.
happens again, really hoping one of them moves. I'm still holding on to hope here. I'm anti this, but I'm coming around. I think it would be kind of fun.
Oh, it would be electric.
It would,
I'm
but it's
spending
too
all
much.
day December 18th at the theater.
It's too much. It's
I
not
think it's
right.
not enough. Well, I don't think Dune's
uh,
gonna move because they don't wanna lose the IMAX screens
yeah, I
because
don't think
that's
Dune's
so
gonna
big for
move.
them. So I
Yeah,
think if
Dune's
any of
definitely
them
not.
move, Doomsday is moving, and they can't move up.
Yeah, dude, they could move a week up and then Jumanji, but I think Jumanji already has the IMAX screens anyway.
Yeah, and
I'm
it's more embarrassing to lose IMAX screens to Jumanji than it is to lose it to
that's
Dune.
that's for sure. That is for sure. Anyway, on to more recent news. Kirsten Dunst making money. Joined the
Yeah,
cast of Minecraft. So I don't know if is it called Minecraft 2 and not a Minecraft movie 2 because I'm seeing it labeled Minecraft 2.
I don't know. That might just be
I don't
because
know
it's easier and quicker to
because it's a
say and
stupid
type out.
fucking name. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I hope they call it a second Minecraft movie.
another Minecraft movie.
Yeah, or something like that. That'd be better
That would be
than
fun.
whatever they're doing. A
But yeah,
Minecraft movie
we have
too.
our Alex.
Yeah,
I saw people
and
mad that they recast from the post credit scene. What do you think was happening there? What do you
yeah.
think that was for? You think that random
Hmm.
person
I
was
thought they would have Jack Black and then an unknown actress leading like, a sequel to, like, $1 billion movie.
I'm unfortunately quite excited for this. The Minecraft movie, terrible movie. One that I had an absolute blast in the lead up to covering for a couple months before release and then post release. I had a great time with that. I'm looking forward to this one.
I'm I'm nervous for this just because 'cause I'm like, they're gonna do the thing where that every corporation does where they try and lean into the joke, and it's gonna just make it way worse.
Chicken jockey, yeah,
Yeah,
for
like, there's
sure.
gonna be a chicken jockey referenced in the first trailer to let everyone know, "Hey, kids, remember that thing you liked? Well, here it is again. It's chicken
Yeah.
jockey. Remember chicken jockey?"
Remember chicken jockey? No, 100%. I like where do they go here? Is it the end? I guess they're doing, but that is that are they trying to do a trilogy? 'Cause that was, like what is happening? I love it. I really do. Hero Brian? Do they just commit and go Hero Brian? Do they
Well,
own the
that's the
rights to
rumor
Hero
with Matt
Brian?
Berry, because Hero Brian
Oh.
is rumored. I don't
Do they like
is
can
Hero
they do
Brian
that?
I think so.
I mean, they mentioned him in the patch notes, I guess. But like
Yeah,
someone else came up with Hero Brian. I don't know. I don't know the
I
logistics
don't know.
there.
We'll see.
I mean, they referenced him.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually just pissed me off. That stupid. Yeah,
I looked it up, and one of the things I was like I just looked up Herobrine Minecraft movies, and one of the things is a TikTok link, Herobrine's terrifying cameo in Minecraft movie.
that so many people were so they clearly did a Hero Brian reference in the movie with Jack Black having the white eyes. He's the only one, and the director, like as a joke, he was like, "Yeah, we didn't even do that. Like it just the computer just did that itself." Like clearly making a joke. The amount
Yeah.
of people that commented on my video and were like, "The director said that they didn't even mean to do that." I'm like, "What are you talking? You think that
Well
Hero Brian really did that?" They were like, "It's actually really scary because Hero Brian did it himself."
well, you have to remember 2 things, Emmett. 1,
Everyone's
everybody online is 12, and 2, everybody on TikTok is also watching AI Love Island, Fruit Love Island, whatever, and, like,
that's a
consuming
thing.
it. Yeah, you haven't seen this? This thing is getting, like, millions and hundreds of thousands
AI,
of likes. There's, videos just talking about how much they love the AI Fruit Love Island
AI
series.
Fruit Love Island.
It's like it's huge.
An AI generated Love Island starring anthropomorphic fruits is going mega viral on TikTok.
Yeah,
Millions
they're
are
like,
oh
"Oh,
my
you
god,
guys made Cheriana leave the villa. What are you guys doing?"
it's the
Like, it's
fastest growing
ridiculous.
TikTok account ever.
Yeah. In like 9 days, it got like 1,000,000 followers or
Holy,
whatever.
what is it called? AI.
It's like AI fruit Love Island or whatever.
Feels icky even just searching this.
Yeah, but
Oh my god,
it's
there's a
fucking
ton of accounts now. I don't even know which one's the OG.
yeah. It's literally
I'm not
like
signing
uh,
in to do this. It's trying to make
like
me
people are
sign in to
watching it.
search.
It's ridiculous.
That's not good.
It's like
3.3
actual
million
cattle
followers.
show.
3 million. Ew, episode 20. Oh, it's Casa. Oh, it's literally Love Island.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the comments. Yeah,
They eat
people, me
it
when
up.
I saw Pina episodes just get better and better. Oh my god, no way. This is real.
It's
Dude, I
like
wonder
these
how much
people are
money they're
living
making.
amongst us.
They must be making so much money off of this.
Yeah. Well, that's the other
Fruit
thing. Did you
Love
hear about the
Island.
guy who he AI generated like a bunch of different like musicians, like a bunch of AI generated bands and put it up on Spotify and then AI botted streams for it and made like $8 million spread across
That
like a
kind of
bunch of different
rocks.
artists.
That's kind of funny,
Unfortunately, he
actually.
did get
That-
arrested
oh,
and had to
okay.
pay it
Well,
back because it's
that's
fraud.
bad. Yeah, that's bad and illegal. And I've
But I
always
was
said
like,
that.
that's pretty smart, actually. If he didn't
Dude,
get greedy and stopped at 1 million, he would have been
yeah.
smart.
Yeah, really. Quit while you're ahead. 13 million on the first one, 12 million, 11 million, 16 million, 20 million, 35 million, 14 million, 13 million, 11 million. That's insane. That's
Yeah,
insane.
and people eat it up, man.
That's some, oh my God.
It
Damn.
will not be long. I bet you in the next couple weeks or months, they're gonna announce an AI generated Fruit Love Island movie or some shit.
It'll be going to Fortnite.
Yeah, or it'll be like a Peacock, like exclusive, like collab. Or
It'll
whatever.
be, yeah, because all the streaming services are now trying to do vertical content. So they're just going to do that.
Yep. So they're gonna be like, we AI Fruit Love Island is moving from TikTok to Peacock.
Oh, you're so right. You're so right. Disney's going to do like Disney Love Island with AI characters.
Yeah. It's Robert
Damn.
Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark. Well, no, because they can't use
With
the actual
Doctor Doom.
actor's face, I think. So it would just be Iron Man
Stitch
fully in the
and
mask
Iron
the whole
Man.
time. Yeah.
Jesus.
Stitch.
uh, anyway,
Anyway, after that tangent,
after
tangent
that,
number
speaking
15.
speaking of AI, we got our first trailer for the live action Moana movie.
Mm,
This is something else. So we were talking about this a little before we started recording. I have never been so shocked at how bad something looks in my life. What are your thoughts? You first see the trailer. What is going through your head?
so I haven't watched the full trailer. I've just watched it like as it comes up on my thing. Not been able to stomach the whole trailer. So I have scrolled before completing the trailer every time. But it looks so bad. But also it's like this movie came out 10 years ago. It does not need a live action remake at
Yeah.
all. It's just ridiculous.
It's the Black Adam consolation. This was literally announced weeks after Black Adam flopped.
Yeah.
And it's so funny that all of last year was like The Rock being like, "No, I'm serious now. Like I'm over it. I'm not
Yeah.
going to do any of that slop
Did you
again."
see?
And
I sat
then
in the makeup chair for 2 hours.
dude, he looks insane as Maui. He
Yeah.
looks insane. Why doesn't he have nipples, first of all? Why'd they CG off his nipples?
Did they actually?
Yes, he has no nipples. It's so
No way.
uncanny. 100%.
I've not
And I like
noticed
The
that.
Rock. I'm like a I would say I'm like a Rock fan. Like I think I like him in things. And I think he's like a cool
Geologist, you
guy.
like.
But man, here is brutal. He just looks so weird. Yeah, look at his nipples. I could tell you're looking at it right now. There is none. There's
Of
no
a sentence.
nipples.
Yeah, look at his nipples, bro. All right, there's a CGI pig. There's a CGI ocean and a CGI boat.
Like, how do you make? I think Moana is a beautiful movie. How do you make it look so ugly? Did you get to his nipples yet?
No, I'm looking through here. Oh, she's in a cove of some kind.
He actually looks good in the Moana poster, but that is a highly edited.
But also, like, so much of this is still CGI.
Exactly. It's like what even what's the real looking fish?
Oh, here he is. Oh, what the hell? Ew! Why does he? Ew!
I told you.
But also, like, his skin, like his chest and everything, is so smooth because they had to smooth it out to get rid of the nipples. But then his face is like a normal face, and not so. It's like it looks like they just photoshopped his head onto the body.
Oh, sorry. Breaking news related to The Rock and what we were talking about earlier. Jumanji 3 delayed to December 25th. I bet they moved Doomsday up a week. I wonder if this is Disney
Oh
pressure. I wonder if
shit!
Disney like even was like Sony, you got to move this.
Shit, that could be.
It's got to be.
My God.
I wouldn't be shocked if in the next like 2 hours we hear.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. That just saw that pop up and I was like, holy shit. Yeah, live action Moana. We both agree The Rock looks awesome and cool.
Oh
Why
my
not give him nipples
God.
though? It's not like that's like an R-rated concept. He has nipples in the animated one. Why'd they get rid of his
Wait, does he
nipples?
actually?
I think so.
You're lying.
Yeah. Okay, wait, maybe
What's the
not.
guy's name?
Maui. Oh yeah, he
Maui.
doesn't have nipples. Oh wait, does he? I can't tell.
No, I
I
don't
see a
think
little
so.
pink under the ink.
What a bar. Pink under the ink. I'm not seeing any.
Oh yeah, no, he doesn't.
Lore accurate Maui, I guess, in the trailer. This
It kind of looks
looks.
like there could be. No, yeah, you're right. Did they give him any in Moana too?
He gained them between Moana 1 and 2.
I feel like he has a left nipple. No. Okay, whatever.
It sucks that this Moana movie is going to make like hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah. Do you think it crosses the bill?
I hope not. I'm hoping just because, well, it's July 10th. I'll say
It is
this.
a packed summer.
I'll say this. We're clearing out the space for Supergirl to make more money.
I hope so.
Don't
Yeah,
bring your daughters
that's
to
true.
watch Moana remake. They've already seen Moana original, and
Just
Moana
show them the
remake
cartoon
sucks.
for free. Just put
Show
it
them
on. It's on Disney
Supergirl.
Plus. Oh yeah, show them Supergirl. That's true.
But
It's dreadful. It really is. I like I said, I'm astounded. We can move on, but I just
yeah,
it's genuinely shocking they put a trailer out that looks like this visually. It's
that is
something, man. It
crazy.
really is. What else do we got here? Ooh, we got our
Ooh.
first look at the Harry Potter show.
Yeah, but before, well, kind of related to the Harry Potter show and stuff, I looked up live action Moana, and it says people also ask, does Moana 2 have LGBTQ plus? But I just think that's funny. But yeah, new Harry Potter show for some reason. Um,
I'm a little excited for this. I know that that's like the worst take ever, but I kind of am. Teaser tomorrow. We'll see.
it's just ridiculous. This does not need to exist at all. The movies still look good. They
Movies are going
weren't
to look
made that
better than
long
this,
ago.
Will.
Oh,
I
yeah.
I think it's interesting to get to do more book stuff, but who knows if there's
But
that
like,
much book stuff
there's
that
not that
needs to
much
be there.
interesting book stuff. Like in the first one, it's like, what did they cut out of the first one?
There's
Like
some,
minor stuff.
but like they could flesh out that minor stuff, I think, and like make it interesting. I don't know. I don't know. I think there is something to it. I think it could be interesting. Not saying it will be, but I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't think it'll be good. Maybe it will. But I think it could, it doesn't have to exist. J.K. Rowling bad, obviously, but
Hmm.
could be good. Could be fun. I like Harry Potter.
I liked reading Harry Potter. I liked the movies. It's just like they're not going to make anything that's half as good as Prisoner of Azkaban. So why are they even trying?
I
It's
don't
like
disagree.
it's ridiculous. Well, I don't know. We'll see the teaser and
Yeah.
we get an
That'll
idea.
tell us
But
a lot.
yeah,
Can I
I mean
predict
the
the
show's
teaser
going to
right
be
now?
big as hell.
Can I predict the teaser right now?
Yeah.
Opens with like a light piano, and then it's Ron Weasley, and it's like,
Mhm.
Ron, you've got a letter, and then he goes inside, and then it cuts to Hermione, and it's like, Hermione, you've got a letter, and then and then you go to like Draco, and then it's like, Draco, you got a letter, and then you keep doing that. I won't
Mm.
bore you with the details, but you do that a couple times, and then it like zooms in on Harry's house, and like you zoom in on his face, and it just cuts.
And
Boom.
it's his uncle
That's the
throwing
trailer.
out the letter.
Oh, that could be. Yeah, you're right, actually. Well, book it now.
If that happens, I don't know. What would you get? We got to put something on the line here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth anything. I mean, I'm interested. I'm not. There's going to be so much of like the Snape discourse. There's already been so much since he was cast, and I'm so sick of that
To be
that
fair,
it like
it is crazy that that's the one guy that they race swap
I
because then
know.
it just
Yeah.
makes Harry Potter's dad look racist
Yeah. It does. It really does. It's
because he's
not I
mean
don't know.
to this guy for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah. It really and there's like no one of color at Hogwarts in the movies or books. So it's like the one guy and he just so
Yeah,
happens to be bullied by Harry's dad.
yeah.
Not great. And also Snape's kind of supposed to be a freaky looking guy. And the guy they have is like a very good looking guy. Like he's
Yeah.
whatever. But
Oh,
like people are so annoying about it. It'll be interesting. Who knows? Uh anyway, today we also got our first look at Punisher One Last Kill, the special presentation coming out May 12th. It's not much, just a poster, but what are your thoughts?
I'm excited. I enjoyed Punisher in the only Daredevil season I watched, which is Born Again season 1.
Crazy.
Um, I'm excited for Born Again season 2, which comes out tonight. I'm probably am gonna stay up because I think it comes out at 9 p.m. Eastern. So
Yes.
I'll be getting home and putting on the first episode, and
Hell yeah.
I'm excited to see more of the Punisher. I'm excited to hear him tell me something. Uh, shoot some guns, kill people. I'm in.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, I'm really excited for this. I think it's funny that it's one last kill and then we're getting him in like PG-13 for the first time, so he probably won't be killing people nearly as much.
Well, yeah,
It's
that's
interesting
why.
he it's interesting he's seemingly not in Born Again season 2 because of this, which I think totally works. Vincent D'Onofrio recently said that he was John Bernthal was too busy with this to be in season 2. Could be lying, but I don't think he is.
Hmm.
So interesting. And then he's going right to Spider-Man. Big year for Punisher. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah. A big year for John Bernthal as well. He's got a
Big.
Punisher special
Yeah.
presentation, Spider-Man, The Odyssey.
Yeah. Big year for John Bernthal and Tom Holland being together.
Yeah. And
And
Zendaya. I saw
Zendaya.
someone where it was the three of them both in Spider-Man and The Odyssey, and they're like, "Do you think that they like carpooled together to work, all three of them?"
That's awesome.
I'm excited for Daredevil season 2 of Born Again.
Hell yeah.
We haven't
Yes.
really talked about it
And
much, but I
yeah,
know Jessica Jones is coming back. That's
yeah,
exciting.
it's been a quiet marketing cycle, I feel like, in the grand scheme of things, which is interesting. I'm glad we haven't seen too much of the show yet, though. So I'm really excited for Bullseye this season. I think it's really cool that the finale comes out a week before the Punisher special. So the Punisher special kind of serves as like a an epilogue, like a double finale. I don't know what you'd call it, but it's like a nice little cherry on top.
Yeah.
I love the special presentations. I think the two we've gotten, Werewolf by Night and the Christmas special for Guardians, I really, really love those. And they were at a time where Disney was just putting everything into Disney Plus, and I get that that didn't work out, but I really think the special presentations were something interesting, especially Werewolf by Night, interesting and exciting and fresh and new. And I would like to see maybe this does well and we get more down the line. But at the same time I am like, damn, this is a 60-minute special presentation. Throw an extra 20 minutes on it and put it in a theater. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Oh, that's exciting
But
though.
yeah, definitely. Speaking of exciting, look, very rarely is there news that comes out that genuinely like shocks me. At this point, it feels like everything's rumored, everything's leaked. By the time anything's actually announced, it's like, oh wow, Wonder Man greenlit for season 2 last night. What? This
Yeah.
absolute shock. I didn't know it did. I didn't know if it did very well. I know it had critic reviews, but it didn't feel like a show people were talking about a bunch after the first couple days. But I mean, I guess it did well. I'm super excited about this. What do you think?
Yeah, I was shocked too. I didn't think that we were ever going to see him again. So getting season 2 confirmed is nice. And we were just talking about how Daredevil Born Again season 2 didn't get much marketing, and that's what people said about Wonder Man, and it
Yeah,
clearly was enough to get a season 2. So maybe
yeah,
that's their new
definitely.
strategy: spend zero money on marketing, and it's
See
easier
what
to have
sticks.
your stuff be profitable.
That's true. That yeah, I mean, Wonder Man also, I have to assume compared to most of the shows, very cheap in comparison. There's no real
Oh
like,
yeah,
superpower stuff. There is, but very little. There's no big CGI battles or anything. Like even if it did fine, I mean, you might as well put out another season. I
yeah.
think I could be wrong here. I think this is the first time a Marvel show has ever been greenlit for season 2. I think with Loki and Daredevil, they were both originally ordered as 2 season things, or Daredevil was ordered as one
Mhm.
18-episode season that was split into two. Loki was ordered as a 2 season show. Could be wrong. I guess maybe Born Again season 3 would be the first greenlit after. So never mind. But I guess it's the first time it was greenlit for season 2 specifically, which is interesting. No Miss Marvel, no Hawkeye, no Moon Knight, none of this. But I'm glad Wonder Man made it.
Yeah, and Moon Knight was definitely set up to be greenlit for another season,
Yeah.
and then they didn't.
Yeah, I'm still fascinated by that because I think it did pretty well.
Yeah, but I
These
think the
shows are just
reaction to it wasn't as good,
yeah,
and that was
by
when
the
I think they
finale.
were starting to wind down
Yeah, yeah,
the overproduction, so
it does make sense. I think they really do care about like the reception to this stuff more than ever now. And I think Wonder Man, I mean, highest rated MCU project maybe ever on Rotten Tomatoes at one point.
yeah.
I think they want they want to not only have stuff that makes money, but they want the occasional thing that's like, oh, that was good.
Yeah, they want you to actually leave watching something being like, "Wow, that was pretty good,"
Yeah,
which
yeah,
is a novel
exactly.
concept, and I can't believe it took them this long to figure that out.
20 years in. Yeah, I'm curious where Wonder Man goes from here. I mean, season 1, I guess I genuinely season 1 ended and I was like, that's it. Like I didn't really think about the ramifications of what he was doing, where we were going, because I kind of thought we'd never see him again. But I'm
Yeah.
glad we are. I'm very curious to see where this all leads. I'm very excited just to see more Trevor Slattery and oh my God, why can't and Simon Williams on my screen. That's really what it's
Yeah.
all about.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is big news. They clearly
Hell
are
yeah.
all in on DDC in the MCU.
Yes.
This is before Spider-Man even comes out. They're like, "Yeah, you got it, man. Season 2. It's all you."
Hell yeah.
Oh, also speaking of shows that have no marketing, this isn't in the docket, but have you watched any of the new season of Invincible? Because I didn't realize it was out until it was already out.
I actually have not watched any of it yet, which is pretty bad of me, but I'll get there. I was away.
Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting but I just, like I heard nothing about it, and then I turned my
Yeah.
TV on one day, and since it's, like, a smart TV, it was like,
Mm.
"Continue watching Invincible." And I was like, "What do you mean? I haven't watched Invincible since the last season came out." And then I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, season 4 is out." And that's how I found out about it.
I have heard good things. I just haven't gotten to it. I think the first 3 episodes dropped the same day the Spider-Man trailer came out, which really hurt it, I
Mm.
assume, because everyone was on that Spider-Man trailer talking about it online.
Well, yeah, it was the most viewed trailer ever.
By like a million bajillion. Oh my god, 19 billion people watched it in the first 24 hours. Like, what's stopping them from
Shit.
saying something like that? But yeah, I'm excited to get to Invincible. I do like it a lot. I actually got to play the Invincible game, the fighting game that's coming out soon. And they had like a little booth at South by a Burger Mart, and then at the end you got to play that, and they handed out Alan the Alien condoms, so that's fun. That was a free goodie, and
Huh.
a Burger Mart cup that's like nothing better to start the morning with a hot BM, which I'm pretty proud of that. I do like that one a lot. It was brisk. It was brisk. They did a brisk collab,
Mm.
I guess. Whatever, not the point. But the game's fun. I'm excited for that to come out.
Ooh, that's big.
I got cooked in it, which sucks. But what can you do?
Ugh.
Fucked up. Anyway, should we get to Project Hail Mary here?
I think we should. I think it's time to jump into the big movie of the week and
Big
biggest
movie.
movie of the year so far.
Yeah, and it's doing well.
It's doing very well.
It's doing very well. What a beautiful world. Sorry, I'm just pulling up my. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's making money. It's the second biggest domestic opening for a non-franchise movie behind Oppenheimer. And like people are like, oh, it's based off a book. Come on, that's not. So
So
is
is
Oppenheimer,
Oppenheimer.
but also like it's still an original. It's not an original thing, I guess technically, but like it's an original movie. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's the same. Everything's based off of something.
It's true. It's a very good point. So what did you think of Project Hail Mary?
Oh man, just to you know, brief thoughts. I loved it. I This was my most anticipated movie of the year. I've been looking forward to it for a while now. I read the book. I don't know, 7, 8 months ago. Really, really enjoyed it. Pushed my hype for the movie to the absolute limit. I think watching it, I was just so goddamn happy. The visuals are incredible. Everything in the movie feels real and tangible and which is insane because it's Ryan Gosling in space, sometimes with a little guy around him, sometimes not. But like they hand stuff back and forth to each other, and it always feels real. There's never a second of this movie where I'm like, that doesn't look great. That doesn't feel like something that's happening, which very rare at this point. I think it was a phenomenal idea to build a lot of these sets and to make Rocky a puppet and an animatronic. In some scenes, of course, he's touched up with CG, but Ryan Gosling is able to bounce off of him so well. James Ortiz, who plays Rocky, what an incredible guy. He was brought in as a puppeteer and just like got into this character and was improvising with Gosling and going back and forth. They were like, let's just get this guy to voice him, which I think is so cool. There's a world where this is like Chris Pratt or something, and I just think it's really fun that they genuinely got the guy who like understood the character and is clearly very talented, and it just works so well. I love the movie. I love the hope and the optimism. It's one of my favorite things from the book, and it carries over to the movie really well. It's Ryan Gosling did an interview recently, and he talked about one of the reasons he wanted to get involved with the project was because so much stuff about the future, movies, TV, just real life stuff, is negative and it's scary and all this stuff, and he kind of wanted to put something out there that says the future isn't something that needs to be feared. Like there's ways to figure this out. That Rocky and Grace are constantly hit with problems and hit with all this stuff, and they always are able to figure it out. They're able to come up with a solution, and I find that so refreshing. The whole movie just has that hopeful energy to it that I love. And before I ramble on too long, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I liked it a decent amount. I saw it. The visuals are absolutely fantastic. Greg Fraser, obviously cinematography, the GOAT.
The goat.
Um, so seeing this, it really was like, man, why is he making 4 Beatles movies and now can't make any other good movies? But I did read the book. I was able to finish it. I read it in
Oh,
like 2
nice.
or 3 days before. And it's funny because Rebecca was reading it. She started a day after me. So she literally finished reading it during the trailers before the movie.
That's awesome. That's
So
so good.
we were both able to finish it out before the movie started. I enjoyed the book a lot. I liked the movie. I did have more issues with it, I think, than you.
Whoa. What'd you give
I
it?
uh I gave it 3.5.
3.5.
I was between 3.5 or 4, and I went with three and a
Whoa.
half because
Whoa.
I don't know. I feel like everything I wanted more of the Earth stuff, like in the
Hmm.
flashbacks. There's less of that. I feel like they dumbed Rocky down to like a crazy degree. Like in the book, he's like just as smart as Grace and is like just has a different area of expertise. The scene where he rolls in the ball and he goes, "What's this? What's this?" and he's walking around like a baby. I'm like, "Come on, man! You're a fully grown
I,
man."
I okay. Hold on. I not to disagree already. I feel like if anything, they dumbed Grace down and made Rocky smarter. I think one of the things that works really well in the book is the idea that Grace is a scientist, Rocky's the engineer, and they mention that in the I think Ryan Gosling has a line where he's like, the two of us together, we can do all this, and it's like if we
Yeah.
work together, we couldn't. I don't think they really focus on that as much in the movie. The fact that like Rocky can literally build anything and Grace can solve anything, and like that's kind of why these two are the people to do this, or the
hmm
guys to do this. I guess they're not people. Well, one of them is, not the boy. But like Rocky going in, like in that scene, he doesn't know what anything is. This is all new technology. He's been alone for 50 years. He's going into a new
Yeah, but
space
he's
for the
bumping
first
into
time.
stuff. You're in a spaceship.
It's his
You're
first
bumping
time in
into
a
shit.
ball. He's never been in the ball before. He's got to get
I don't
his,
know.
his bearings. I
I was like, they're
love
trying
that
to
scene.
baby Yoda-fy him.
That scene's so funny. But he's like that in the book too. He does jazz hands. He's funny.
Yeah,
He
he
does
does jazz hands.
jokes.
He's not going up to every single thing like a 4-year-old. It's like,
He's
what's this?
excited.
I'm bumping
He's
into stuff. He's
he's
knocking shit over.
he's new to the ball. He's been alone for 46 years. It's if you went into an alien spaceship, you're telling me you wouldn't say what's this?
I wouldn't go around touching everything, knocking it over. When the
You,
guy that I'm
what
going
if you
into
were
his
in a big
spaceship is like, hey man, relax. Stop
what if you
bumping into
were
stuff.
what if you were in a big ball?
I'd be like, well, I'm in a big ball. I've never been in this before. I should use extreme caution. I
Oh,
don't know how anything on this ship
I
will react.
he's excited. I love that scene so much. It's so dirty, 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 dirty. What's this? What's this? Oh, it's so
Um,
funny. He's like,
I
bedroom.
didn't.
Where's Rocky bedroom? Where's Rocky's bedroom?
This is maybe the most controversial take I have on the movie. I
Oh
didn't
God.
like the character of Strat like at all. I didn't like how they changed her
Whoa.
from the book. Because in the book, she's like cold and calculated, and she's like, "Yeah, I know, like everybody hates me, but like I have to get this done." And they like make her so much more like personable and likable that I think, honestly, I think if she had more of her personality in the book and was more like easy to hate, then I think the karaoke scene would have hit harder for me. But for me, I just was like, well, they've already done so much to try and like make her more tolerable and likable that this scene of like, oh, humanizing her by making her sing is like, oh, it doesn't hit as hard for me.
Interesting. I don't when in the even in the book, I don't find Strat to be a super unlikable force. Like I think the idea to flesh her out, not even flesh her out, but just to humanize her a bit more is interesting because she is such a fascinating character where she knows she's gonna like she believes she's gonna end up in jail for this. But she like all this stuff stacked up and she doesn't want to send Grace into prison or oh well that's kind of a spoiler, I guess. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. We'll go into spoilers here. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's watching if they haven't seen it. Everyone's seen it, but she doesn't want to send Grace into space, but she genuinely like this is what has to happen, and she like it's not something she wants to do. She feels she's losing her humanity to save humanity, and I think that that's such an interesting thing. She's not a villain.
Right. I just think that that's way better done in the book because she is like kind of more cold, I guess, and she's like,
Yeah,
yeah, this sucks, and I'm not happy about it, but I have to do it because it's the only way that we can survive. Like this is like the only way. And so she's very like, and she like throws her weight around when she has to, like when she's in the court seat, and they're
I
like, "We'll
yes.
arrest you," and she's like, "You won't. Like I've got an actual army behind me, so like you will not touch me. Like I'm
E-
gonna finish this." and then she just seems kind of more of like just a normal person. Like, not that she's like happy go lucky in the movie or anything, but it's just I don't know. I think I was comparing it to the book too much. So I think if I rewatched it, maybe I like it. Also, this movie is super long, and I did feel its length um towards the end a bit. But
I I do think they should have kept the court scene in, or something akin to that, where she really flexes her power. And the
yeah,
other thing I think would have been nice to keep in is Grace's reaction to her saying that he has to go on the ship, where he's like screaming, "You're gonna kill me! You're gonna kill me!" I think that would have
yeah,
kind of really driven the point home more that like this is essentially murder, like that's what's happening here, and like how upset Grace is about it. I don't
yeah.
disagree with that.
I think that scene also, I was waiting for that one because I think if that scene worked better for me, I think it would have changed how I viewed the movie more overall.
Fair.
Because it would have been like if it was like, and they don't really explain the coma thing at all, which I think kind of ends up hurting them a bit at the end, where it's like the coma gene is required. Because then when you're watching the movie and they don't say anything about the coma specific gene, then it's like, well, there really is no reason to send him up because it's like you can just get another
Ah,
guy.
I I
I feel like it makes it
disagree.
feel like it's more of an existential thing of like you have to do it because we only have like maybe a handful of people. Our only other option would be like
Yeah.
a biology student. Like you are the best choice left since these two people blew up. I
Yeah.
also wish we got to see to them. The scene I was most excited for in the book that I was hoping was in the movie was when he's like teaching the two biologists on the team, and the guy Dubois is just like so like matter of fact with everything, and he's like, "We are having sexual intercourse, by the way."
Yeah, they like we get that one scene during karaoke where they're like flirting, and that's like kind of the
Yeah,
only bit. Yeah, no, I actually kind of like that the coma gene's not really a thing here. I think that like in the book it works and I get it, but it is kind of like okay, like sure. Like I feel like it tries too hard to make it where it has to be Grace. Whereas in the movie it's like, look, we could get a new guy, but you know, a 250,000 people are going to die if we do. Like a quarter of a million people are going to die, or a quarter of the population. I forget which way they went. And like we could wait, but that's going to have like irreparable effects. And I think that that works because it does make Grace even more of a coward. Like it's not like he
hmm.
has like it's literally him going against these lives and he's like no I don't want to do this. And the coma gene it works for the book, don't get me wrong, and I like it in the book. I just think it's a little too like okay, sure, there's a coma gene and he has it and there's like
Right.
7,000
But the
people that
rock
have it.
alien, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you already have to have like a suspension of disbelief for any kind of sci-fi. So I think adding a coma
But
gene that makes it like it literally would be impossible to get somebody of your knowledge level at all. Like we would lose way more people if we had to train someone up to get your knowledge level that also has the gene.
yeah, but that's what it is in the
But
movie
I
too,
feel like
just
that makes
without
him
the gene.
but I feel like it makes him more of a coward because then he's like he knows like there really isn't a backup option. Like he's like I really am the last hope of this succeeding, and he still says no. And also, I didn't like that they cut the scene of him saving Rocky or whatever, of him trying to save
Yeah,
Rocky, where he goes
I
in and gets burned by the phosphorus. Because I'm like, if
yeah.
the whole thing is like he's a coward, that's like one of the biggest moments of him like not being a coward. He's like, I love this little rock alien guy. I have to like risk my life to try and save him. Like I
Yeah,
feel
no,
like that would have fit so
I
well
do
in
agree.
the story they were telling.
I do agree. I wish we got that scene. They could have even gotten rid of the part where like the soot kills him. Like I just need Gosling.
Yeah.
Like I would have just liked to see him drag him to the environment. I guess you can't. I don't know. It's tough to do that because you have Gosling like hooked up to the thing, and then he wakes up and he's already like you'd have to restructure it a bit, which would work, I guess. But
Yeah.
yeah, and yeah, I agree. I think, and you read the book more recently than I did, so correct me if I'm wrong. But some of the thought process there might be I think they push the coward reveal scene, like the flashback scene, a little later in the movie to where it's pretty much right before he goes to save Rocky. Like he's on the blip A, and that's when he realizes that like he didn't want to be up there in the first place when so much of, you know, his person in this movie is based off of the fact that he thinks he's brave. And like
Yeah.
I think having it right before the Rocky moment where he actually does, you know, for the first time be brave. And like he earlier in the movie we have Commander Lau, he says like it's not about being brave, it's about finding someone to be brave for. And like I like that that happens right before the first time he is brave. Like this is like ultimately it's about what it's all about is him going to save Rocky. That's like my favorite bit in the whole thing. So if that's the thought process there, I do kind of get it, but I agree. I would have very much liked to see that scene. I think that that's an important bit.
Hmm. Yeah. I also there was like so many scenes that were like very serious, and then there was like a joke undercut it, which is the I don't know. I don't know why I don't usually have a problem with that most of the time, but it was really I was like, all right, can we have like just one moment where it's like the seriousness of like the end of two worlds linger without a, a gag in there. That's like
I
minor. That's not like I'm not like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
ruins the movie, but I'm just like, all right, I get it. It's like,
Yeah.
and it is a funny movie. Like there are already a bunch of moments that I think are funny, but then they kind of undercut it for like
I
every moment of
I
sincerity.
do disagree there as well.
Yeah,
Just
that's
I mean, I think the book is kind of that way to an extent, but I think one of the things that the movie does really well is the balancing of tones. Like I think that it is able to be a serious, you know, borderline apocalyptic thing while also being really funny. And I think the bit where Gosling his Oscar clip, what it should be when this movie gets nominated, is the moment where he's explaining to Rocky that he's not going home, and then he turns around and Rocky's like, I have extra, I can, you know, go home a little slower, and you could go home too. And he just like he turns around and he's crying, and it's like a really emotional scene. He's hugging him, and then, you know, a couple seconds later he's like, I didn't mean any of that, that's just something you say. And that's like really funny, but I don't think it
yeah.
undercuts. Like I
No,
don't really.
I like that scene. I'm thinking more of like when they're first on the bridge or whatever, and then he's like, I don't remember exactly what he said. And then there's the scene where he's like, also the addition now of Grace, like, yeah, I liked someone, but my head was in the clouds. And then she's with Mark now, and he's like, I hate Mark.
Rocky hate Mark. That was so good. That was an improv line too.
Yeah, but I can't remember specifically now. Like I said, I have to rewatch the movie, I
Mm,
think. And I think if I rewatched it, I probably would be less since I just finished the book like the day before. I think I was just stuck comparing everything to the
that's
book. I'm like,
fair.
well, that's not what happens in the book, so that means it's bad. But that's not what that means. I just was like so book pilled in that moment.
Yeah, that's fair. One of there's definitely stuff from the book that I would have liked to see. I kind of try and hold them as two different things for the most part, but I am like I really like at the end where the very end where Rocky tells Grace that like they've tracked the sun and the sun's like heating back up. And like we the audience see that through Strat at the very end, which I think is a cool addition. I
Yeah,
like that
I did like that
we get a
addition,
glimpse
yeah.
of that. The hidden lore there of her being in prison and all that stuff. I thought that was really interesting that Lord and Miller talked about with that tattoo. Not the point. Um, I I like we get to see that, you know, they got back to Earth and it's gonna fix it. But I really think it would have been great if you have that scene with Rocky being like, look, like the sun's heating back up, and you get that moment where Grace realizes that everything he's been through, it was worth it, and it's working. Like I really think that that's a power. I think that would have been a really great moment for Gosling.
Yeah, I agree. I think that that scene really would've helped a lot. But then it already was like 2.5 hours, so it's like in order to
Yeah,
add anything, it feels like you have to cut something, and then it's like, what are you
totally.
gonna cut from it?
Yeah, absolutely. I an addition that I really really love is Grace on the Blip A. I thought that was real. That just was like pure fan service for people that read the book. I feel
Yeah.
like just a new scene of just them getting to be on it. And I thought visually, neither of the ships are like describe are what they are described as in the book, really, especially
Mhm.
Rockies. But I think they look awesome. I think that that's like a perfect change to make it more visually interesting and have Rocky shit be this like rigid line pattern. And I think it totally fits with what we know about like Iridians and their design. And the inside is so goddamn cool. And we get like the lens flare in there and it's so pretty. And we get Grace in the ridiculous Xenonite suit. I really like that.
Yeah, that was a fun addition. I'll say, favorite joke in the movie is when they're trying to convince him to go up, and he's like, "I get motion sick on elevators. Like I'm not the guy for this." And then Commander Lou is like, "Well, that's perfect because there's no elevators on the ship, so you're set."
Oh, it's so good. There's so many really funny bits in here. One of my favorite is, "Oh my god, he's got a gun!" He walks in and Rocky's got the thing, and he's reading the screens. That really gets me. Yeah, the elevator line's great. There's a couple others I can't think of now, but it is like it's really funny. I think it really handles it well. Comedy,
Yeah.
it's a comedy. I feel like. I don't know if it
Yeah, it's like a
is like
straight up comedy
it's
almost.
yeah. I
It's
think
like a
the
comedy
Interstellar
sci-fi.
comparisons set people up for the wrong expectation because
I
there's
don't
been a
really
lot
see it.
of
The only comp is space and
eh,
sci-fi
yeah, they're both
that
sci-fi
and, like,
movies and
saving the world, because like, the
yeah,
world
that's
like, climate change has ruined the world, and now they have to find a way to try and fix it in space.
yeah, that's like the end of the
That's it.
comparison and like
Yeah.
they're in space. Like that's really it. So I and there's this whole like, oh, what's better, Interstellar or Project Hail Mary? And it's like, who can like these aren't the same movie. They're just sci-fi, and
Yeah.
also Project Hail Mary, obviously, but
And
that's not
also
the point.
Interstellar is
And
the
also
right
Project Hail
answer,
Mary, without a
but
doubt. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that might be about it. I'm trying to.
yeah. I mean, it's
I
just
really
another
love
huge
it.
shout out to the visuals of how great this movie looks. The
Yes,
space stuff is so good. I mean, the sequence where he's in the astrophage and they turn the IR light on and it's like all glowing red all around him, and then the fishing scene on Adrian is
the fish.
fantastic. It's so good.
Absolutely. And there's a bit early on where he's like waking up. First time he's like, really realizing he's in the ship, and you see like this bright blue, this bright red, this bright yellow right outside the ship, and it like illuminates the whole like it really it's all so visually appealing and like looks great and practical. A lot of it's practical outside of the space and like the ship. Like I'm just continuously impressed by how real the ship feels. Like I leaving the second time, that was like one of my biggest takeaways, which is so funny because it's like not that big of a deal, but and
Yeah,
Rocky looks
he
incredible. The
looks
fact that
great.
like
Yeah,
the movie Rocky and Grace, like their relationship it's what makes the book. It's what makes the movie. It's the whole, it's the heart and the soul. You don't have a believable Rocky, the movie falls apart. Like without a doubt. You don't have a believable Grace talking to a believable Rocky. Like you lose everything that makes it special if that doesn't totally work. And they absolutely nailed it, I think.
yeah. It's good.
It's good.
It's good stuff.
I we got a long year coming up. I'd be shocked if anything goes above this for the year, but it's we're in March.
Mm.
Every
You say
goddamn year,
that now,
March and April.
but then in July when Spider-Man Brand New Day
I know.
is
But
hitting.
the last 3 years, it's always March and April. I have my favorite movie for the year. How
Yeah.
lame is that? Can't we get
It's kind of
some
exciting though, because then
adventure?
it's like every March and April, there's gonna be a good movie out. Like the first real good movie of the year comes out March or
Yeah,
April. So you have the first 2
that's
months to
true.
watch whatever you want and do some catch up from last year,
True.
and then you gotta lock in March.
That's true. I
But
guess. Yeah, it'll be
Ugh.
interesting to see. It's a great year though. There's going to be a lot of great stuff. Mario movies next week. Who knows? Maybe that jumps up.
Ugh. I'm excited for the Donald Glover Yoshi. I'm excited.
So
I can't
fun.
wait to wear my Yoshi hat to the theater.
Hell yeah. Hell
Um,
yeah.
I can't wait. It's gonna rock.
I'm so excited. Oh, that's going to be a really fun one. I'm really, really looking forward to that. Is that next week's episode? No, because it comes out that Wednesday.
No, yes, we have I mean, we could do Forbidden Fruits and Ready or Not 2 still, but
Oh yeah,
I don't know really what else comes out next week. I don't
sprinkle
think
in
there's
some
anything.
Daredevil.
Yeah, some Daredevil. Maybe if both of us are able to catch catch up with Invincible.
Oh yeah,
But I
yeah. I
have
gotta catch up by
less
then.
hope for
I
that.
hope. I know. I'm like, damn, and I do really like the show. I'm just not. I don't
Yeah,
know.
like I liked all 3 seasons, but now I'm just like, well, I don't know. There's just not that excitement for it. Yeah, also Alpha comes out
Oh,
and They Will Kill You.
finally.
I got that pin, I don't remember where I put it. So I have the Amaze pin somewhere.
I oh fair.
I'll have to
Uh,
see if I can find it. But
all right. I guess that's about it. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you to Brandon for holding down the fort the last couple weeks. We're back and better than ever. Hopefully, we'll
oh yeah.
see. uh, yeah, I do think we should keep your thumbnails going though. I think that yours are way
Okay.
more fun
I'll have
because
to
it's
hop on
like,
the Canva grind
yeah,
then.
not to give you more work, not
It's
to.
not much work.
All right, thank you so much, everybody. We appreciate you. Hopefully, we'll see you next time.
Adios.